Welcome to Wasatch Weekends. For this Monday, November 20th edition, I'm your host, Ben Roof. On today's show, we've got some great advice on how to avoid holiday stress, the best ideas for holiday shopping, and we've also got a local artist telling us all about her contemporary painting practice. But first, a quick local announcement. The Park City Library is hosting the Christian Center of Park City's annual food drive, and they are looking for anything non-perishable, whether it be canned food, peanut butter, macaroni and cheese, individual servings of fruit, cooking oil, canned soup, or anything that has a long shelf life. If you're looking to do those donations, they can be dropped off at the Park City Library today from 9 a.m. till 8 p.m. Now, let's take a quick look at today's weather before we get on with the rest of the show.
This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Welcome back to the show. The holidays can definitely be a stressful time, and the closer we get to Thanksgiving, the more people can get a little bit wigged out about getting ready for friends and family to come visit and making sure that we have all of that food prepared. But Dr. Melissa Lopez Larson has some great advice on how to avoid that holiday stress.
Thanks for having me. I wanted to talk again about holiday stress and how we can kind of beat the stress and really enjoy our holidays this year, because this is a special time of year, and I know it's one of my favorite times, and I always look forward to it. And I always promise myself I'm not going to overdo it, I'm not going to overspend, and I'm not going to overplan, and I'm not going to overcook, and I'm not going to overschedule myself. And yet somehow every year I do exactly that. And usually by, January 1st, I'm tired and burnt out and exhausted. So this year I'm going to make a pledge to not do that. Hopefully I can figure out a way to do that. And the reason though is because it's just, although there's a wonderful time of year, it is a very stressful time of year for some individuals, particularly families. If you're traveling a lot and you're just busy trying to do a lot of different things in a 2 to 3 week span of time. Other individuals, though, who tend to struggle with holiday stress are those who've lost loved ones. This can be a very trying moment for them as well. So if you have friends or family who have lost somebody special in life, I encourage you to kind of reach out to them over the holidays or check in on them just to make sure everything is going okay. You'll be surprised that grief comes up, around the anniversary of somebody's passing, but it also comes up over the holidays. And that is so normal and completely okay. So give yourself the time and space to grieve and be sad and miss individuals. And be sure to include them in your family traditions and rituals. Bring their pictures, make a toast, share some, stories about their life. I mean, this is the perfect time to do that. And it's actually very healing to kind of continue to grieve, in a family setting. So, don't hide your feelings, get out there and just cry away, talk away, whatever works for you. This is the perfect time of year to do that. The other thing about the holidays is, if you don't have any family, that's also a significant amount of burden for some individuals. They feel, more lonely and isolated. And the other big stressor around the holidays is finances. If you're struggling to put food on the table and you're trying to figure out how you're going to, put Christmas together for your family, it can be a really kind of a trying time. So I encourage all of us to kind of really focus on enjoying the holiday season and thinking of it more of let's connect. because this is what the holiday season really is all about, is connection. Not necessarily products and presents and food, but really about just being with people and being present and then just enjoying this sacred time that you have with individuals. Some of the things that I always encourage people to do is, not focus necessarily on the gifts, but focus on the rituals. Focus on the things that the traditions, the rituals and traditions that you want to pass along to your kids and family, because that's what they're going to remember. They're not going to remember the toy that you put under the tree, but the fact that we always have this for dinner, or we always go here, skiing, a post-Christmas meal, or whatever you decide your family tradition is. To me, that's what you really want to start capturing at home and making it a consistent thing, because that's what kids and everybody's going to remember. I remember all my traditions of my family growing up, and I try to make sure that I can have some really cool and awesome traditions for mine as well. The other things that I will sometimes recommend, especially if you don't have a lot of family around, if you're feeling particularly lonely, is go out and volunteer, be involved with the community, go to a soup bank, go help distribute food to those who need, put together a nice, a drive for kids who are struggling with, medical issues at primary children's, or you can always, there's always some cool things to do that get you out of the house, engage with other people, and serving the community. Because sometimes when we serve others, we just feel so much better about ourselves. And so it's a very beautiful reciprocal relationship that you have when you serve others in community. The other main thing that I like to just bring up for people is, because it is a stressful time, and you definitely want to take care of yourself a little bit more than usual. And I know that's hard to do when we're trying to do more over the holidays. But with higher levels of stress, you want to equal that with higher levels of self-care. So the more stress, the more self-care you need. So that means maybe getting an extra 30 minutes of sleep. That could be making sure that you exercise regularly, even when we don't want to because it's cold out. That also means, taking some downtime for yourself with meditation or a nice massage, or do some great yoga. So you really want to start incorporating some of these techniques that you enjoy throughout the year, and maybe increasing them a bit during the holiday season. I also and I know it's always hard, but you want to make sure that you're monitoring what you eat, so that you're not eating, carbs all the time, or you're not, drinking excessively. I know we all like to go to the parties, and we like to have our adult beverages, is what I like to call them, when we're entertaining and enjoying time with family. But you do want to be cautious about that as well, because they can impact your mood and reduce your ability to manage stress. And they don't always make you feel great the next day. So make it about connection, developing some rituals, some traditions, trying to de-stress, set a budget, especially for financial purposes, and don't go over it. And if your budget is $100, it's $100. If it's $50, it's $50. Don't sweat the small stuff. And that really the holidays should be about connecting and being present with your family. So those are my main tips on how to manage holiday stress and get back on track and make it, your best holiday season yet.
Welcome back to the show. Getting gifts for our loved ones can definitely be a challenging thing, especially if we don't know exactly what they might need or what their favorite hobbies and interests are. But up next, we've got an expert with some advice on how to get the most out of our holiday shopping.
We have Catherine Bruce, the managing marketer of Insights of Cotton Incorporated. How are you doing, Catherine?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I am doing very well. I have so many questions for you. I hope you're ready, because I love to shop.
Let's do it.
Good. You're like, questions are good. I love to shop. And with the holiday season right around the corner, I know so many people are a little bit nervous maybe about, financials, about shopping. I saw that a lot more people are going in store now and going shopping versus online. But I just wanted to ask your kind of opinion about shopping and going in stores and how to get that perfect gift, but maybe not breaking your budget.
Yeah, exactly.
Breaking the bank, I should say.
Yeah, so we did find this year, we surveyed 500 consumers about their holiday shopping plans, and found that 2 and 3 plan to shop in physical stores. That's one place where you can go get help from salespeople, find that perfect gift, get advice. I know I always need that when I'm shopping for gifts.
Yes.
And that's way up from previous years when consumers were shopping online because of pandemic fears. And so we see a big return to stores this year.
That's what I was going to ask you, because it is such a moment. You know, obviously online shopping for the past couple of years has been what we all did. What do you think will change with people going in the stores? Because it's such an interesting concept and it seems simplistic, but really it's a whole different world going in a store versus going online.
It is. And we do find, you know, it's not quite the same as when we would all shop in store without the online. We research online before going in. So people often have more ideas, know what the deals are, but they can find out more and they can, you know, get into the holiday spirit, listen to the music, enjoy the, you know, the decorations when they're out as well.
That's so interesting you said that, because I was just recently back home in my hometown in Ohio, and I went into a mall for the first time truly in years, as silly as that sounds, and it is a different energy, a different vibe. My mom and I talked to everyone. There was a woman playing, a pianist playing Christmas and holiday music, and it does really, it's an experience, and it does, I think, shift even wanting to spend more money. Do you think that's kind of true as well, versus just being online?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought of the piano player in the Nordstrom that I would go to growing up, and that was always a sign of Christmas for me. And you know, you find something else that you like, something that goes. You went to buy shoes, but you find some pants that go with it. That's something that happens in store, and that's part of kind of the process, what we look for, and part of the fun of shopping. It is.
So, Catherine, I'm not trying to be grinchy at all, but obviously a lot of us, you know, with finances, we try to be smart about buying fun things that people can use, you know, and go shopping. Do you have any kind of tips or tricks for when we go shopping, not to just, I'm going to be really honest with you, I have a hard time not spending all my money. I'm one of those people, I just love to give, and I think it's fun and it makes you feel good. What are some tips that you could give me as far as getting things for people but not breaking the bank?
Yeah, right. I don't invite you to a silent auction. I will spend all of my money. But yeah, you know, cotton clothes, gifts, comfort. You know, we see that clothes top the list of gifts that consumers are looking to give this year, followed by gift cards and electronics. And when it comes to clothes, they're looking for comfortable clothes, and they find that, and they say that, you know, looking for cotton clothes are going to be comfortable, durable. Some of people's favorite items in their closet, I know I'm one of them, is that old t-shirt that they got years ago, or the blanket that they had from when they were a kid. And it lasts because it's cotton, it's soft, and it hits so many things that you're looking for on that shopping list.
I love that you said that, because cotton clothing, that is kind of my steez as well, because I love putting on, maybe someone would think, a simplistic t-shirt and giving it my own look and my own vibe and dressing it up or dressing it down. And do you think because obviously I will be getting people clothing as well, clothing is a bit hard to buy for others, as you know. So a gift card would be the way to go with that.
Yeah, gift cards, or, you know, cash is made out of cotton. That's a great gift as well.
I love that.
Blankets are one size fits all. So there's a lot of great stuff that you can buy out there that isn't necessarily clothes, but will certainly delight those that receive your gifts.
Catherine, I love what you said. That is such a brilliant idea about the blanket, because I think that gives a warmth, it gives love, it gives that comfort and good vibe. I think I'm going to be giving out, I hope no one's watching this, the blanket this year, because that's a great gift that I would have not thought of. That's pretty brilliant. I love that.
You know, the grandparents have gotten those for our kids, and they love them every year. They can never get enough, especially because I keep the thermostat so low. So yeah, it's a great gift.
Well, Catherine, Bruce, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You've helped me with my Christmas shopping list this year, so we really appreciate you. And we hope to talk to you again soon, and have a great day.
You too. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Catherine.
Hello, my name is Ashley Collins. I am a contemporary painter, and I am here to welcome you to Prospect Gallery in Park City, Utah. It is so amazing. I am so honored and so blessed to be able to step into this moment here, in this place, with this team, and with you, and to be able to share this, because it is, you know, life is challenging, and here is a place where your presence and your vibration can come alive again. The time is now. Life is now. And these souls, which I have been creating for the past 30 some odd years now, they bring you straight into this moment if you have the patience and an open mind to receive the love that they give, because they are created without any prior sketches, without any prior thought process. I approach each and every panel with a listening ear, and I listen to what they wish to come out. And they take years and years now to create and breathe. And when you really experience them, you experience them in the breath inside the breath. And you remember the warrior that you are. You remember the curiosity of the child that is within you, and you remember that bravery of that child within you, and you embrace that which you are. Angels come into our lives no matter what age we are. And if your heart is open, if your heart is truly, truly open, then you have an ability to see these angels. And an angel came into my life when I was about 8, 9 years of age. And this angel came in the form of a horse. And this horse taught me to never, ever, ever give up. He taught me that, Ashley, you are a warrior. You have a purpose. Never give up. We all have been thrown under the bus, each and every one of us. The other thing is that we are all warriors, and we are all born warriors. So few of us actually really leap into this moment, into the now. I am inviting you to do is to come, because these souls that have been created on their own have a vibration that brings that child warrior out. I've seen it over and over and over. There's a truth behind them, there's a voice, and it is amazing to see how they actually move people, sometimes to tears, and sometimes to uplift them and to heal. And for the last 33 years, I have witnessed this. I am just the catalyst for these entities to come forth. And I am their voice that you can hear. But when you are in their presence, you will feel it, you will know it, and you will be transformed.
This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
that's all the time we have for this Monday edition of Wasatch Weekends. I've had such a great time sharing all of this wonderful information with you guys over the weekend. And remember, if you've missed any of our previous episodes, you can always catch our archive on parkcity.tv. Until Friday, this is Wasatch Weekends. I'm Ben Roof, and I hope you guys have a great week.